right.
Well, howdy,
made it.
everybody. Whoa, wait a minute. We're not
What
where
I
we're
got
supposed to be.
I got
Oh.
it doesn't. Yeah, I gotta fix it.
Is Joe wearing glasses?
Safety first. Safety first.
That's the theme of the day, boys and girls. Safety
Hey,
first.
you have your life preserver on. I thought I should
Yeah.
at least get some safety glasses.
I'll have you guys know, I put on the Thing 2 and the JSTA pouches so we could talk about it today. And it was just before the show, and I took it off to readjust it. And Joe was like, "Oh, thank goodness you're taking that off." Like, "Oh no, you're just fixing it." Yeah.
I don't know if you can fix that.
No, you can't.
I love it.
That is a train wreck.
I feel like I'm normally when you get fat, you get like lower gut fat. I feel like I'm upper gut fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. Our newest member. Caleb
I feel like
announced.
you're tactical Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up?
So if you didn't know, yeah, Caleb joined as a YouTube member just like 2 days ago, I think.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
big
Thanks, Caleb.
Well, if you're confused yet, we are a Thin Line Defense, and this is Thin Line Defense Live. We're coming to you live. We do this every Thursday at 8:30. This is our opportunity to chat with you guys on a team-to-team basis, on a family basis, and answer any questions you have. We like to normally go back, talk about the previous videos that we've put out, and answer any questions on that. But typically, we just BS and go off the rail. But that's what we enjoyed doing. That's why we've enjoyed doing this week after week. This is episode 51, right? So we're getting close to the 1 year mark, making it all the way around the sun with you guys, and we're pretty excited. And we thank you for being here. And let's get started.
Do you
want to talk about your doohickey there?
Did you see that comment from Misfit?
Is that chest rig? That's not the TLD way.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
None of us are real big fans of chest rigs. I did show it on the JSTA video how you could do the setup. It's still set up from that video. I didn't take it apart. It's not my favorite setup. I think I'm just kind of showing it off to show it off to show you what you could do.
So you guys really like make Joe mad.
Yeah, super make Joe mad. I did want to say thanks to Misfit. He did identify last week on my Rise 434 trigger. We were about to do the review for that. I was going to compare the 140, the 434, and the 534. And he identified that my 434 was screwy because I was complaining about it. He's like, that doesn't sound right. So thanks to him, I reached out to Rise. They gave me a replacement. The whole process took like 3 days, I think, like from when I contacted them to when they got me a new one. They sent me a new one, then a box that said, hey, please send back your old one for warranty. It was really pretty amazing. So the new one works just fine. So we'll be able to press forward that video. So big thanks to Misfit. I called them out in our Instagram post too, just saying thanks.
Dude, I like the fact that they sent you the new one with a label and a box and said send the old one back.
Okay.
I've had two companies recently that they're like, oh, we'll send out the old one, and once we get it, then we'll send you the new one. It's like, no, you sent me. I bought a slide that was supposed to have a red dot mill cut in it, and you didn't send that. You sent me a regular slide. Send me the slide that I paid for. But they wouldn't send it until it took like 2.5 weeks for them to send it.
Full disclosure, I don't know if it's because we have some pull. I did throw our name like, hey, we're trying to do so and so. So I didn't go in as a nobody. So maybe we got a little bit of extra service.
I've had a couple companies like that. Like Gerber sent me that whole knife because the spring broke.
Yeah. Either way, they were super fantastic. Like I hit them up on Instagram. I told them my issue, and they're like, "Call these people, do this. I'll get ahead of it. So on Monday you'll be all set." And then it was all rolling. It was really pretty amazing. Their whole team was pretty cool.
That's good.
Nice.
I like them flat triggers, man.
Yeah. That 535 is stupid. Wait till the video, but that 535 is stupid good.
And what did you pay for that one?
140. I think I got one for 140 and one for 150 that Jason found a deal for. Pretty good. Seeing how the 140, the Rise 140 is like 120, the 434 is like 140. So like, you're not paying that much difference to get the better one. It's like, well, do you want to pay $30 more and get the best one? Like, oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So Dave Cali 777 is coming to us from Twitch. He's saying that he received his primary arms SLX 25 micro dot.
Oh, so that's probably the one he won. Dave, if you
Oh.
could, if you have time, take some pictures of it and send it to our thinlinedefenseco@gmail.com. I'll put you up on our Instagram and our social media, just kind of showing off what you got and showing you off as one of our winners. We'd love to show off whatever you put it on.
Yeah. But thanks for letting us know that you got it, and congrats again.
Yeah, do you like it? I mean, I kind of churched it up. I really did like that. I like that ACSS MD25. So let me know if you hate it, because that would be bad.
And it's also good to know that we're broadcasting through on Twitch. I know we have that set up, but we rarely hear from anybody from over there. But glad that we're coming through.
Yeah, he's over there.
Oh, here you go. This is a good one. Oh, sorry.
Oh, take it away.
Misfit says that looks goofy AF.
Yeah, that's true.
Do I need to put a plate carrier on? Is that what I'm
Yes, dude. Take that off. That.
Come on, guys.
It looks like you're going on a safari hunt. Like, what else are you gonna use that for?
Look at that.
It looks like you're the ultimate European vacation prepper, bro.
Like, what's funny is before I even had this like folded. I have actually a mag in there now. I had this folded down. I had binoculars in here. Like, it would be the best. Like, what are you doing, buddy?
Oh my gosh.
I'm going bird watching. And
yeah, I'm in the bush.
Did you see that bird? And like pull it like a bird book. Like,
yeah,
that's my favorite bird.
And then you got a little Ziploc bag with some seed to call them in.
Okay. All right.
Come here, guys.
I'm getting a cool DM. I'm gonna
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for all of our viewers for making that happen, because that one driving me nuts. That went ridiculous. That was dumb.
Quarantine Catholic, good to have you back on here.
Oh, welcome back. She came back.
Yeah, she said, "Hey, gents, got my plate in. It's getting installed." That's the plate on her Glock.
Yeah,
I think it was a Glock.
She was the one that started the comment with like, "What did I walk into with two dudes wearing a mask?" And by the end of it, she was hooked. Yeah. I missed last week, so maybe you were here last week. I missed it. Sorry, my bad. Welcome back, and thank you for coming back.
So Misfit says, Rise didn't want to look bad right before SHOT Show. Maybe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to look bad at any time.
Misfit said, just ordered my CMMG bolt and barrel.
Yes,
nice.
We got another one. You need the inserts too. You need the mag inserts, dude. And buy an AR-15 lower. Yeah. You're probably not. You could probably go buy a 9mm lower, but whatever.
I saw a 45 CMMG bolt and barrel combo in 45 ACP.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So, but I'm wondering if you can still use a AR-15 lower. I just don't know if they make mag inserts for 45 ACP.
We need to find that out, because I have a lower in that locker right there that I can throw together.
I'll send the link. I'll send the link over to you.
Yeah. That would be legit.
Hey, so not Jason. I had a couple people ask me about Telegram. Real quick, can you throw the Telegram link? I don't know how to search for us on Telegram.
Yep.
Can you throw the link in the comments?
Yep, I can do that.
Thank you.
So I already hear. I see. Harry already asking. So I put on the Defense Mechanisms MEPC. This is one of my favorites, mainly because I love Defense Mechanisms guys, and I love their carrier. And we have a discount code. So if you are buying anything from Defense Mechanisms, discount code TLDCO. Save yourself some money. Don't pay full price.
Yeah.
And I'll be showing all kinds. I got all kinds of good stuff from Defense Mechanisms coming up. They're like all their stuff is really like some of my absolute favorite.
12 Bravo Jack is asking who's buzzing.
Not me.
Are we getting some feedback?
It might be my kids yelling outside.
Yeah. So Joe, you missed last week, but yeah, Quarantine Catholic came back again last week.
Yeah.
And we helped her out with what plate to get and how to get all of her stuff squared away.
Were you here when we were talking about how she got the plate?
Oh no, sorry, I was playing with my plate carrier.
Yeah, so she commented saying she got it, and she's right here.
Blue Loctite.
FES. And then I just sent Glock an email to please fix their plates MOS system before someone gets hurt.
Awesome.
And then she said, I did not put the F in there on purpose, by the way. Because of a typo, but she's in it.
It works.
Yeah, it was appropriate.
There you go. Jay Stewart says he's going swimming in his inner tube.
Yeah, that's what I said, dude.
Yeah, put that
I
thing
said that
over there.
before this show started. I said, you look like you have one of those tubes around you and you're going swimming. Yes.
There you go.
Man,
Misfit says
I
it's
love our
for-
subscribers.
It's for Reki, Wizard, Dance Magic, Wizard +1 level, Wizard Dead Knees, Wizard Truth Boogs, Wizard Tact Earth.
I went and took a peek finally to see what those look like, so I finally know.
They look
I
cool.
still don't know. I never want to know. I just want to picture Jace,
I
not
never wanna
Jason
know
saying
what
it.
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Quarantine Catholic says she's amped, never used an optic before, cannot wait. If I could suggest something, go watch Walsh's videos. He talks about what you need to do to make sure you get a good sight picture each time. There's a series of videos that he does about shooting pistol or the red dot, and they are fantastic. They have helped me out. I'm sure they've helped out a lot.
So yeah, they're buried, and like the quality of them is low because it's literally like the first thing that Joe had me make. But there, if you search 0 to YouTube Hero, I think the second one or so. There's one
Yeah,
about
or just
presentation.
just go on our channel and go to the playlist and go to the 0 to YouTube Hero playlist.
Yeah, and you're going to see one specifically on red dot, how you can get the red dot every single time, because there is a training cycle that's required for that. Particularly if you're ever going to carry or you use it, you have to go through that training.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just going to pull it up and you're going to fish around
Yeah.
for 3 seconds.
Or act like the red dot's not there and look through your irons for the first couple times you go shooting, because if you can see your irons correctly, you can see the red dot.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Harry's asking what plate carrier is that, Walsh?
That's what I was talking about. This is the defense mechanisms MEPC, and I'll put our discount code for defense mechanisms down here.
Kill DCO. Boom.
So Misfit says he's getting his insert straight from CMMG. He's got some fresh PMags, and he's just going to use an AR pistol lower for now.
Oh, so you're gonna do like Glock mags or something?
No, he's saying
the
he's
mag
the
inserts.
insert.
Wait.
The ones that
Like
go
what we
inside
got.
the PMags.
It's
Oh,
AR
from
pistol
CMMG.
lower.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
getting his insert straight from
Oh,
CMMG,
gotcha.
and he
He's
has
just
fresh
changing the
PMags.
uppers.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's been a long week.
Harry says Cody better be sitting in his kayak right now.
Am I the
Right.
only one? Like, am I the only one?
I remember that promise. It was a very
Did
clear
you-
promise that was
You
made
do this
last
live from
chat.
the kayak.
Yeah.
So right now it's in the garage and it's like 2 degrees
2
outside.
degrees. And you have no internet out there. So
Yeah, I'm lucky
If
I
you
got
wanna
internet
see-
right here.
if you want to see Cody, don't have him move from that spot.
Yeah,
Oh, here we go.
That's
Caleb
too
saying he's
funny.
not sure there's enough room behind the camera. Brandon
no,
says YOLO, fellas.
What up, Brandon?
What's
What
Brandon?
up?
it would be kind of tight just putting it in this room.
I'd be surprised.
I don't
Okay,
think
so-
you get it through the door.
So one thing Misfit's talking about, he's saying, Misfit says, Walsh, I got my expander wings. They play nice with the K19. What he's talking about is on the Agilite, it doesn't use a system similar to this where the Cummerbund connects in. It just latches in. It doesn't have the Velcro on the inside. So what that does, it causes some problems where you can't use expander wings. But what's interesting is you actually can with the K19 and the Spiritus System expander wings, because you can feed that connection straight through here where it like this one.
Where the tubes are.
Yeah, where the tubes are. You can feed
I
it
do
through
like
and then use the Spiritus one as an expander wing. It's one of the only ones I found where you can then have the expansion underneath the Cummerbund still. So good to hear. It's working good, Misfit. I tried it too. I was happy with it. I'm gonna I'll show a video on that.
You could do this
Hey,
too. It
Miss-
looks like, I don't know, but you could get just the regular DM pouch because it's Velcro on the back and just stick it in between there, can't you?
I think what he's
Yeah,
saying
you
is he
can.
wants. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You could do that, but what I'm talking about is when you hide them under the Cummerbund, like how I have this radio hidden
Oh, gotcha.
Or
Gotcha.
like-
In
like
between your body and the cummerbund. Got it.
Yeah, on that side. Yeah, you could go on the
Yeah.
outside. Sometimes they just like flop
Got
around.
it. So you
So-
Velcro it in there and then you put it underneath this doodad.
Misfit and Harry, you guys are on probation for bringing up plate carrier stuff.
Yeah, right?
We were in the middle of talking about kayaks. We were so
Right.
close. We were so close.
12 Bravo Tax says not Jason is no longer allowed to post on Telegram after 1 a.m. Central. Dude,
Hey,
it is a pastime of mine of hunting for deals.
And what's funny,
Yeah.
and it's always been that way. Like we've always had what Jason's doing, what not Jason's doing, is what he always did. Like we would just be sitting there talking, and then all of a sudden it's a deal for something crazy, and we're all like.
But instead of sending it to us three, he's sending it to everybody. That's the only thing that it changes.
Like you don't
where
know how many
he's
times,
sending it to.
You know how many times?
And it's normally.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've been sitting there watching a movie and be like, "Oh no, I gotta go get my wallet."
Yeah, it's normally something I don't need. Like he posted those $5 tents the other day. I'm like, that's probably not even that good of a tent, but it's $5.
Like, I probably should order one.
They
sold out. No,
Yeah.
my experience with not Jason, either he sends it and I'm like, ooh, and I go on, they're sold out. They're sold out. I can't get it. Or I'm like, hey, do you have any deal on this? And he's like, yeah, here you go. So I'm like, oh, thanks, bud. And I buy it. And then 5 hours later, he'll be like, oh, here you go. And at $40 less. And it's like, dude,
or even worse, you'll buy something and he'll be like, he'll find it cheaper 5 seconds later.
Yeah. Hey, guys, look what I found. Well, hopefully you paid $99 for it. No, I paid $160. Thanks. Not Jason.
Like, oh.
Well, that happened on the Discord. We talked about it last live chat where average employed guy was like, hey, man, can you find me a deal that's of a ALG AK trigger that's just not back ordered? And within 4 minutes, I was like, here you go. And it's like $40 cheaper than anywhere else. Yeah. And he was like, sweet, man. Thanks.
Yeah, there you go, dude. Yep. That's not Jason like forte. That's why he is the parts guy.
Yeah, I love finding. I'm the same way though. Like I spend way too much. Misfit says Quarantine Catholic Modern Samurai is a great resource, or find a local class specifically for Red Dot. Yeah, that's true. Although you may not find that in your local area. I know in our local area they only have pistol classes. There's no one that does any type of training with Red Dots.
Yeah, like specifically Red Dots, and it's its very own, very specific training.
Yeah.
And you got to find your niche too. I say go shoot it. Go shoot it.
So, Joe, I think you're going to love this. I'm going out with the DM guys, I think, end of April, and we're going to go through some scenarios, kind of like what you guys did probably in your Air Force days. We're going to do some simunitions and just go through some basic like scenarios and things like that. It's called Who You Are with a Gun is their training class. So I'm really excited to go there and do it. I'm probably going to do some dumb stuff, but I'm going to record it all so you'll be able to laugh at every bit. It would be fun.
That's awesome, dude.
It would be fun to like
everybody thinks in their mind that they're John Wick. Like, if somebody comes into my house, I'm going to be John Wick. No, you're not. No, you're not. So it's awesome. And I love best training I've ever had is simunitions. Hands down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Because you get pegged in the hand, like if you sticking your hand out past a barricade or something, or you get hit in the knee or the shin or your ankle.
Yep.
You can be like, I ain't doing that again.
And it taught me the truth. Because you don't understand pieing corner until you get shot with simunitions. And then you pie corner, and you're like, I can see him, and he can't see me.
Yeah. And Jesse was really cool about it. He's talking to me. He's like, a lot of guys coming here with a big ego. I'm like, dude, I'm going to come in there, be like, I know I'm probably going to get beat up. But that's about it. That's what it's about. Like, don't go there thinking you know everything. I'm not trained on it. That's why I'm there.
I practice karate in my backyard. Like, yeah. I'm outside cutting water bottle with a samurai sword. That's who I am. Yeah,
that's all we got to do.
Oh.
Ambrosius here.
Ambrosius says, What's up, bros?
What up?
Hey, where did Bravo's thing go about the pedal kayak? That's what I got.
But you need that foot pedal motor for your yak. That's what he's got.
He has it. Yeah, he has it.
You don't have the motor, dude.
He gonna be paddling.
It's a pedal kayak.
Yeah. Yours is but it's not the motor. Yeah.
Oh, he's talking about the one where you can steer with your feet and it has a motor.
Oh, Cody,
dude, you're gonna have like tree trunk legs by the time you're
Cody's gonna be fit as a fiddle. Like next in the live chat when it gets warm out, all of a sudden Cody's gonna come in. He's just gonna be like massive from using his oar and his legs. No. Like, hold on, guys.
Cody,
bring another leg in
Cody's gonna be on Phil Army. When he goes to step on a kayak, he does the splits, falls in the water, and then a Jeep with a trailer, the parking brake releases it and rolls in. Yeah. I'm gonna be like, yes.
You'll be on the news.
Yep.
Yeah. That was the only way I could convince my wife to let me pay that much for that kayak. I was like, I'm just gonna be exercise and I'm gonna get fit.
It's like a bicycle.
Yeah. You're gonna be pedaling in the driveway pretty soon.
Yeah.
You better use that thing.
Misfit's asking which DM Cummerbund.
Yeah, which DM Cummerbund is this? So this is the Defense Mechanisms 5-inch hybrid Cummerbund. I like the hybrid because it has both the elastic and the molly. So like me and Joe, we do a lot of running in our carriers, and we found the elastic really makes it so you can run a lot further. It's more comfortable to run in, but then we realized we can't attach anything to it because then it gets all floppy. So it's a pro and con. So the hybrid really kind of solves both. I also have their side plates. I'm testing those out. So I got their side plates in with the Shot Stop Duridium side plates, I think. So yeah, just trying it all out. It's a mess I've never tried before. So
yeah, it's tight.
It is
tight.
And trying
that's what the three of us had to wear.
Yeah,
those 6-inch side plates.
Yeah, and trying to run the inner radial like I normally do inside the cummerbund with that too, like you get all it's just wonky. I gotta get used to it. It's not uncomfortable though.
Yeah.
Yep. I can't wait until you have to start running in that.
Caleb's
I'll let it warm up before you start again. But whatever your kit set up in, you have to run in it. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Jason, go ahead.
Yucky. I believe if you do the mod to Caleb, this is Caleb. He's saying, I believe if you do the mod to use a DM cummerbund, you can put a pouch on the inside molly of the cummerbund.
So you already can do that with the Agilite. So the Agilite lets you connect on the no, you can't. No, you're right. You would have to do it that way if you wanted to do it to connect it into the cummerbund. The problem with that is it has to be kind of perfect. I don't mind it doing it that way, but yeah, then you connect it into the inside of the cummerbund, then connect everything up. I think the expander method is a little bit better personally, because then you can take it off too.
Yeah.
Harry's saying, Walsh, I watched your Atlas plate carrier video again and noticed you mentioned you removed the shoulder pads to make the strap shorter so it didn't sit as low. Great idea. I tried it and worked for me too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Mine was, I couldn't, that was the biggest problem is it wouldn't fit me correctly. And I don't think that I have a weird shaped body, but I have to get most of these plate carriers almost as tight as they go to get them where they need to be in the back and the front. I'm not understanding if everyone else is just like a bigger chest than me. I don't understand that.
No, we have traps.
Either way, so yeah, I had to remove those middle pads, and then it could slide the rest of it together. The middle pad wasn't doing anything, so yeah.
Don't lie, you missed me. Well, she missed me last week. You're like this guy.
I was asking Jason, like, where's Joe been at? Is he still alive?
No, I wasn't. I was dead to the world.
Gen Z says, not Jason has cost me so much money, but also saved me so much at the same time.
It's so true. Welcome to our lives.
No, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
No, I want to let you guys know. These fools talked to me like the way this all started. I was shooting bows. I was into archery, and at one point, Joe talks me into building one gun, one, and now I have like 9, and it's all these guys' fault.
Yeah. Those are rookie number. Well, you need to bump them number up, bro.
I remember I was like, this is the only one I'm ever going to get. And like before the first one was done, we're already building the second one. Like, yeah.
I think not Jason has owned more guns than me, but he'll sell them and I won't. So I think current collection, I think I win out of us 4.
You do. 100%.
We'll have to count. I'm right at about 30, I think.
Yeah, I don't have that many.
Gen Z
it's
says,
a problem.
saving to train with James Yeager. I want to train with him before he goes downhill too much. Oh, keep my comment to myself. 12 Bravo says, hell, I can barely get off the damn couch, much less do John Wick moves.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to comment. I've had quite a few people who have reached out to me via Instagram or via comments and talked about whatever fitness regimen that they began. And maybe someone started running or someone started eating more healthy. I'm really surprised. It's not just like the January New Year's nonsense that everyone works out for 3 days and then they stop. But it's been a good bit of people who have actually reached out to me. So kudos to those folks who have started a new fitness plan. Me and Joe, we've been pumping each other for a long time. We try to keep each other motivated. It's hard, but
it's not happening right now. I'm working pretty long hours and it's too cold.
It's
too cold.
0 degrees outside. I'm not going running.
Right. I'm not doing it. And I don't have the workout equipment and I don't have the motivation to keep it up. But this summer is back on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
I needed to do cardio and I had no way to do it. So I just did 18 minutes of burpees.
Yeah, no thanks. You can keep that. I don't do workout in my house. Like, I'm not going to ruin my house like that. This is my sanctuary and my safe place. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm not going to do it.
Ooh, do Jacob Needham's comment. Oh, you can do this one if you want.
Hold on, this one. Any suggestions on a good red dot for the Sig P320 X Compact Pro Cut Slide? Cody actually has like
I'm actually trying to pull it up.
I put it on our Instagram too. I
Yeah.
put it on, it's so good. I put it on our Instagram stories too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you check out the Instagram stories, it'll talk about how the slides are cut and what you could use and things like that.
So I know where that comment coming from. He saw that picture today. He has the picture.
Oh, okay.
But what do you guys have for overall? Because
Well,
Cody,
Walsh
I
has
know that you had a hell of a time trying to find a red dot that actually fit your 320 slide.
So which one you got? Pro cut?
Yeah, so you got to look at your side and find the holes and which hole align, because if it had the lines, it looks like to me if it had the lines in the center, then you have to get the Pro, right, Cody?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So the thing with the Pro is, you see, if you look at this, if you look at the Romeo Pro cut, it's got like a crescent moon shape in the front of it, right? So I had the cut with the Romeo 1 that was kind of more flat in the front. So you got to be aware of that. And I found this years ago when I bought my slide, and because I went through 3 red dots trying to
and one of them took like 3 months to come in from stupid ass Optics Planet, and it shows up as the wrong one. Like, oh my goodness! So this is super frustrating, and it's particularly frustrating with the Sig P320s when you get their ones that are optic milled, because they have 4 different optic cuts. So you could get a slide from somebody that you think is new, and it's really one of these random ones. And there's really, this is the only way of really knowing what's what.
And don't worry, for everybody out there that likes a different brand besides Sig, I gave Cody so much crap for all of this throughout the entire process. So I got you, fam. I got you, fam. Which I'll never do again, Walsh. I did the same thing. I cut my XD mod too, and I'll never do that again.
Yeah, I don't know if I would again. We remember there was drama with that, and then I ended up getting another slide. I was like, forget this. It was too much drama.
But I want to do the same thing, but I can't find a slide. So not Jason, if you can find a slide for a Springfield Armory XD Mod 2 that has I'll take a stock slide at that point just so I can replace the slide. So I'll have a stock backup. I can't find anything for it. So
what's his? So the question then is the P320X Compact Pro Cut. That's the second one from the left, right, Cody?
Yeah, the
Romeo 1 Pro Delta Point Pro Cut.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. In reality, you only have this was the annoying part of it. You only have one option. You can get the Sig. You can get the Romeo 1 Pro.
Yep,
but I would still look at this picture as a reference after you get the plate off, and you look at where the holes are before you buy a red dot. That's my suggestion. Because even looking at this is talking mainly about which Romeo red dot will fit on these particular slides. So I would pay attention to this.
Yeah, but so the third one over, that's an RMR hole pattern, which then opens up to the Holosun, because Holosun falls into the RMR. But they are different. They're different depth screws. So
but the third one over, but the RMR doesn't have a crescent cut on the front of it, and the third one over had a crescent cut, right?
It's more flat. The second one from the left has got a crescent cut in it. You can't really see it, but you can fit your fingernail in it. You know what I mean? It holds the front of the sight down.
Yeah. Either way, hit us up more. Yeah, talk to us more about it. But
send us some pictures.
I highly recommend getting the RMR cut. Try and find whatever slide you can get with an RMR cut, because that's slowly becoming the standard, even though the RMR isn't. It sounds kind of funny, but the RMR was an optic.
It should be the standard. It should be the standard. Every company that's trying to deviate away from the RMR cut is dumb.
Yeah.
You should either have an RMR cut for a full-size slide or the RMS Type C cut for your subcompacts. The end. End of story. End of argument. If you're making any optic that isn't like that, shame on you. And I hope you don't sell any and it go under.
But I will say, I don't particularly like the RMR. I think the RMR is a 10 or 12-year-old optic, and it looks like it. It performs like it. It runs out of batteries, and you got to take the whole thing off, re-zero.
Yeah.
If it runs out of batteries at the range, your day's
I
over.
agree. But I am tired of 50 different cuts, and then you have to get adapter plates. And now because you're running an adapter plate that's this thick, even if you put suppressor height sights, you can't see through your optic.
Nope.
It's ridiculous. Make it one cut. Everybody should cut their slide the exact same. The end. There should be no such thing as an adapter plate. There should be no such thing. If everybody was making the hole in the same point in the same basic footprint, we wouldn't need adapter plates.
Yeah. No.
I have an AREX Delta right there that came with like 5 adapter plates, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. It comes with all the different adapter plates, so I can use any of my optics that I have. Oh yeah, it's super cool. But then they send me a optic ready with normal height sights, and then with the adapter plate, even suppressor height sights, even if I go out and buy them, they're not going to be tall enough. It's dumb.
Mm.
So I'm still gonna try to make that my Doomsday pistol, my second. But though I like the gun so far, I don't think I'm gonna be able to.
Yeah. No,
Unless I buy an optic that has the sight built into the back of it, and I put a suppressor height front sight on it. I go out and shoot it at 10 yards, see where I'm hitting high or low, and I compensate for it.
What about that 50? I think it's a different optic cut. That 507K. Wasn't the K
I did.
the one that has the valley cut? In the
I
back?
bought the 407 because I'm not
yeah.
paying an extra $100 and something just so I could change the reticle. That's dumb
True.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
And the new Ride-On pistol red dots have that cut in the back now.
Mm.
Yeah, the new ones. But ever since I bashed them for their Gen 1, they won't talk to us anymore. So
Yeah.
Weird. It's like
Yeah,
a mystery as to why that
Weird.
is.
But they told the truth.
You're out.
Blasphemy.
You know, and
Losing all
this is
kinds
something
of
funny that
friends.
me and Jason we want to talk about. Was just a fun video we may do together when we're in Vegas. Why you don't see more negative YouTube reviews?
Yeah, that's why.
And we'll go into some of the nuances of that. But I mean, there's also the time involved, but also there's some nuances to it. Like, hey, do you really want to just like crush these guys and never talk to them again? Like, all right, let's finish. Like ATN is never ever going to work with us because of one video.
What is it, Spiritus?
So they disliked me at the beginning. So they were angry, and now I just think they just ignore me again, which is great. That's a good place to be.
Well, yeah. Oh man, you told the truth.
Yeah, I mean,
You're banished.
There's some products like, and this goes with any company. I'm not a guy with brand loyalty. There's some products I like from some guys, and some products I dislike. Like I love the Agilite. I love that K19. There's some other products that I don't like. I will say like I don't recommend this, and I think it's dumb. And there's other things that make them like, yeah, this is also amazing. But don't be brand loyal. Be, oh, whatever they make, I'm just like all juicy about it. No, don't be like that.
Yeah.
If it's crap, it's crap.
I can get that way, but if it's bad enough, I'll call them out on it.
Yeah.
If it's bad enough.
So to try and get us back on track, Jacob is asking, what size Esstac inserts do I need for the Maximus placard, medium or large?
So any normal placard, you want to use the talls, the defense mechanisms one, and you can see it's a little bit shorter. For this one, the defense mechanisms, if you're looking to use Esstac, which I don't know if I would do, you'd use the mids. Anything else, use the talls. Mid, large. It's large. Don't use the shorts.
I thought they're
mediums.
talls.
Yeah, talls. Yeah.
I don't remember which ones I got. I like that mine are a little recessed in here, but it also you kind of got to figure out how far you want your mag to stick out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like,
good.
I was gonna say like on the Vicarian, the Kanai Vicarian plate carrier, it comes with that placard. I got the talls, and they just stick up over the top edge of that placard.
Yeah.
So I think it's safe with the talls. You just might have to do some trimming.
Yeah, and it's not that
I would say it's more safe with the medium.
Yeah, and I've used the mids. It's just that they end a little bit early, and then the fabric comes over. So you don't go wrong with the mids. There's nothing wrong with it. Not like you're going to lose any sort of retention or anything.
Yeah.
Since we're all sharing what we did, I don't know. I just do whatever Walsh tells me to do.
This is perfect though. So Josh Rogers asks, "What are your thoughts on EDC with a red dot? I carry a light separately."
Maybe I'm not missing the question. Is it two different things? I carry EDC with a.
You want an EDC with a red dot?
I carry a light separately.
Just don't be like me. That's the issue. I love a red dot on a pistol now. I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. Wells tried to get me to drink the Kool-Aid, and I'm like, no, I've seen what happened. I'll end up in a field dead. I didn't drink the Kool-Aid forever, and then I was forced to with a job, and I fell in love with it. So I say absolutely, just don't read what the red dot is. It better be either it stays on all the time or it's shake to wake. Anything else, do not buy it for your EDC.
Yeah.
Because the Ride-On Gen 1, it would turn off after 30 minutes, and then you had to push the button to turn it back on.
That was 8 hours. Either way, it was a weird amount of time.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I know that I was carrying it on my gun, and I get home after a couple hours, and I'll pull my gun out, and the red dot's off. And I said, this ain't going to work. So I just acted like it wasn't there and just kept using only irons until I replaced it.
So, and Josh, I'm going to say my thoughts. I
love it.
I love red dots, and I sunk Joe into it, and Cody went out with a red dot. Like his first time shooting with a red dot, he was trying to zero it, and he's shooting this like quarter-size group, and he's like, okay, I think I'm good, and we just stopped. Like he was like, oh yeah, I don't think you need to shoot that anymore. But I think, especially from a engagement standpoint, particularly with a red dot, you're dealing with one plane of focus, which is the target, right? Yep. I just have to focus on the target.
That's the win. That's the win right there.
And now I just put the red dot on him. Otherwise, with the iron sights, I have to worry about 3 planes at once and change my focus between those 3 planes. Not going to happen.
And I don't care who you are and how much you've trained. When put in a stressful situation, if your first time like that, you're going to become target focused. No matter what you've done at the range shooting on paper. And like Walsh said, you should be. You should know if you're going to shoot or not shoot. Is that a gun in their hand or a cell phone in their hand? Is that somebody that is giving up or somebody that you need to put down? You should be target focused. And with a red dot, you stay target focused with both eyes open. A lot of people shoot iron sights on a pistol with one eye shut. You just lost half your peripheral vision, and now you're focused on the sights.
Yeah, imagine if someone, they're down.
Or if you're not, then you're not really seeing your sights clearly, and you're not going to put the round where you want it to.
Like you're worried about
point shooting.
Like you're worried about them pulling something out, and then what are you looking at? You're looking at your front sight post.
Yeah.
Like, why in the world would you be doing that? And
you're not going to see your sights. In that situation, you're not going to see your sights. You're going to become target focused. Both eyes are going to be open. Your sights, even if they're in your field of vision, they're going to be completely blurred out, and you're going to be point shooting, which is fine. You can point shoot within 20 yards.
Yeah,
it's fine to do that. But if you put a red dot, you now have your target acquisition also.
Yeah. Good.
But like what Misfit was saying earlier, go to a class, because a class is going to help put some stress on you. They're going to put some time on you. They're going to have you move. All that stuff is going to change all your technique.
Yep.
So anything you decide, whether it's red dot, whether it's keeping the irons, putting flashlights and little dangly bits on it, train with it. Yep. Whatever you do.
And Cody brings up a good point why it's so important to train too. Know how fast you are. It sounds a little bit funny, but if you know, like Joe knows I can reload really fast. So if we came into something where we got to reload, be like, oh, Walsh is pretty good. He can just stand down the open. But when it comes to draw, I'm actually kind of slow. Like my draw isn't amazing. And so it's something you need to be aware of in your situation. You're like, listen, I have to draw my weapon. And I know my average draw time is about, like I can draw and fire in maybe a second if I'm the fastest I've ever been, but I'm probably more like a second and a half. And knowing that, I'd be like, I need to just comply. Like I need my opening. I need to watch for my opening, and the opening needs to be larger than maybe Joe's opening or maybe Jason's opening, because I need to be like, okay, I need to be aware. And training brings you there. Then you're aware of what you're doing. Don't just John Wick it and be like, oh yeah, I'm black. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Yeah. What's this?
We all know that I'm fat and out of shape, so I'm covering the 6. We already know how that works.
Jason, he did mention EDC lights too. I know most of us, we all agree on carrying a light on our pistol. We carry both. I'll be honest with you, because you can't pull out your pistol to like illuminate a room. Like, oh, where are my keys at? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm in the middle of a movie theater. Like, where did I drop my wallet? Like, you're not going to pull your pistol out.
It's a flashlight. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. There's a time and a place when you're going to, I think you should always have a light on your EDC, because half the day is dark, right? So if you're only going to protect yourself during the day, then you're fine.
I will say this. A lot of people carry just a flashlight, and they're like, oh, well, if I need to shoot, then I'll hold the flashlight with one hand and shoot with the other. And there are all kinds of different grips, right? You got the under, you got the side-by-side, you got this side, you got putting it in between your finger and still trying to wrap. Yeah, you got this. So then they shoot at the light and the FBI stance. You got all those. Go out and shoot like that. Because I bet you if you shoot like that one time, you'll put a flashlight on your gun.
Yeah, and I agree, but I think you're also carry like we all do too. We carry EDC lights because there's a different there's a time and a place where you need a light where you don't also need a gun. But there is also a situation where if you need your firearm, you would very much want a light also, but you're not going to pull out that other thing too.
Yeah.
So both.
So
Yes.
my XD Mod 2 doesn't have a light on it. I don't have holster for it, but I only carry that during the daytime. If I'm going to leave the house and I think I'm going to be out later, I carry my Hellcat. I have a holster that has the light on it, so I carry that. But I always have my EDC. So if I expected to be home at 2 and now I find myself out in a bad situation at midnight, I still have a flashlight. It's just not the best scenario.
So I want to jump. I'm going to jump ahead one comment real quick, and I know we got to go backwards, so don't lose track of where we are. But there's one important one from Zachary that Joe kind of taught me. And I don't necessarily agree with because he taught me differently. He goes, it doesn't matter how fast you can draw; it's how fast you can hit the target. And I'll kind of disagree from what Joe taught me, where he said, "Well, number one thing you're going to do: get your firearm out and get a round out, because now that person is ducking, and the first thing you're going to do is someone shooting at you." There's no way you're just going to stand there and be like, oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to get a good shot at you now.
Yeah. So I'll share a story, too, from one of our trainers that Joe and I, when we went to school, one of our trainers talked about when he was in Atlanta PD, he showed up on scene. There's a guy with an AK. As soon as he pulled up in his car, this guy with an AK just started unloading. His first thing, he pushed the door open, planted a foot outside, and just got rounds down range. Bam, 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 bam. And then he looked, his partner was good. So then he just, okay, now sight focus, sight alignment. Let's get some good rounds down range and drop the guy.
Yeah,
He ended up getting shot in the leg, but
like
he was good.
Kind of one thing you could do, and Joe taught me, you could come out and just immediately, like you haven't done anything, like just straight out. You're already shooting, coming up to the shoulder. You've gotten 2. You come to meet the hands, you got 3. Hands are together, number 4, full extension, number 5. You can go quick, and those are probably going all over this way, but they're causing problems. Particularly,
and, dude, I can just see some keyboard warrior just smoking right now. How irresponsible, and you have to account for your rounds. And most gunfights are 3-second, 3-round within 3 feet. If you can't draw from the holster and shoot and hit a human sonic target in 3 feet, go to a class. Go to a class. Stop carrying, because if you can't hit a human sonic target 3 feet away from hip firing, you have no business shooting. Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, if you guys are both squeezing at the same time and they have you dead to rights and you don't, and your gun makes a loud bang first, I bet you they flinch. And that flinch might be the difference between a heart shot and a shoulder shot, or missing you completely. So I disagree with that too. Get the fastest person win a gunfight. Now, if you can be fast and accurate at the same time, that's what we're telling you all to do. That's what we're telling you all to do.
Yeah.
Work on your draw first.
Did you see that deputy in California, I think, that shot the suspect and a bullet, I think it ricocheted, went into the fitting room and killed that little girl?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
And so it either ricocheted or it just went beyond his target, killed the little girl in the dressing room. And they're gonna prosecute him for homicide. I'm like, what in the world?
Well,
that's a terrible situation. I'd have to know why he shot in the first place.
That's terrible.
Like, if they're stealing a candy bar and he shot in the first place, I agree with it. Like,
no, the guy that the suspect was, I think he was assaulting somebody. He was assaulting somebody in the store, and cops showed up.
That's a sad situation, and you got to what does right look like, and sometimes right, you got to go to court, and anybody can be charged with anything, but you got to go to court to sort it out. Like, just because you get charged with taking all your hair out doesn't mean you're guilty of it.
That's now, one of the fundamental.
For the people smoking on the keyboard, we're not saying to just pull your gun out and wildly blast at 50 yards at somebody. That's not what we're saying. And if you think it is, just click off the channel, unsubscribe. I don't think I've ever said that word, but yeah,
we missed
everybody favors.
We missed what's her name's comment.
Quarantine County said she was agreeing with Joe. She was saying, I agree. Talk about the RMR footprint. He's right on. Why are they not making the same footprint for all optics? Right on the money. I hope my suppressor height sights work with this new setup. I'll be so sad if not. If you're getting it, if you don't have to worry about an adapter plate, your suppressor height should work fine.
But she is getting an adapter plate.
Well,
she was getting it milled out.
Yeah, she's getting the normal plate, which should be fine. It's not going to be so high that it's going to matter.
Yeah.
So I can answer this
It should
question.
be good. Yes.
So companies making their own footprints so they can sell their own optics.
Mhm.
Flat out. It's all about money. It has nothing to do with whether it's practical or not, who has the best footprint, none of that.
It
Sig
kinda
wants you to
sounds
buy
like another
Sig
company.
red dot for your Sig.
What's that company that the
That could be good.
thing 1 and thing 2? Yeah. Spiritus. It sounds just like them.
They're going to, my phone's going to start blowing up. Don't do that. They'll be angry at me.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I
Gen
designed
Z
that.
says, "Does anyone
You
know
got
a good
all of us
website?"
angry at them. I don't even know anything about their
Right?
stuff. I'm like,
I've never
I don't
even
like
talked to him, and I
Spiritus.
hate him. I hate
What do they
him.
sell? I don't know.
Oh, so you designed a pile of crap? Got it. He was so proud that he designed it. Anyway.
Gen
Sorry.
Z says, "Does anyone know a good website to sell my rifle on?" Probably Gunbroker. I don't really
That's
like
probably
that
a good
website,
one.
but
It's
But,
hard.
one thing that you could check out, I don't know what state you're in, but some of the states have like a local or statewide gun website. So I know when like Washington has, it's called WA Guns, WAGuns.org. And it's just a forum and they have a selling. You might find something like that for the state you're in. That'd probably be better. And then you can find someone local that you can just meet up with and sell it to.
Or a better idea, don't sell guns.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Or-
know what that feels like. Like I wouldn't know.
If you live close to Joe, he'll buy it from you.
Probably.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. Okay,
Especially if he painted it.
So
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
got to help me on this one. So Misfit brings up a good comment. This says that night vision video, Walsh had people so triggered. Where I talked, it was the Odin IR, which was like budget, like, hey, here's some budget IR, and I was like, hey, it's actually not half bad. You could probably use that. People got super pissed. I don't think I even really said anything bad about it, unless he's talking about the ATN. Maybe he's talking about.
He's talking about ATN.
Oh
That's
no,
funny.
yeah, they were. They're still pissed. There was a
Yeah.
guy, and Jason, everyone was laughing about this. There was like this whole dissertation this guy wrote about all the things I
like
got
10
wrong.
bullet points that you got
Yeah.
wrong.
And I was just like, ha 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 ha. Hold on, ha 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 ha. I was like, that those ATNs are horrible. Are they good entry level night vision hog hunting guns? Sure, but
No.
good.
No. Just get a permanent spotlight on.
Yeah.
Cali Conservative says companies should embrace the truth rather than fanboys like that like it because they are biased.
Yeah. So I will say that we've worked with some company that will embrace the truth. No matter what, if we say something terrible, they actually want to know why, and they'll actually consider changes. We don't influence to the point of changing company mind, but they'll at least hear us out, and they'll still talk to us afterwards.
Yeah,
Other companies get really hurt.
Like
Yeah.
HRT, I don't rank them the absolute highest because of my mission set doesn't really like it's way more like a military team. Like it doesn't really fit what I do. It's a great carrier, but I just don't rank it super high for what I would recommend. But I still talk to those guys all the time. I love the HRT team. Like, and they're still like, hey, Walsh, you want to try this on your setup? Yeah, absolutely. And like, okay, we don't know if you're gonna like it, but try it out. Let us know. We'd love to have your feedback.
Yeah.
Like just for that, I love those guys to death because I can be like, yep, I like this piece. I didn't like that piece. And they're like, yeah, cool, awesome. But our relationship as we move TLD and them is unrelated to what I personally like and what I don't like.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And everybody has an opinion.
Yeah.
We're all
But
going to
some
have
stuff-
opinions.
Like some stuff I like, you don't like. Like
Yeah.
you like the crappy reverse Velcro belts. I hate those.
It depends on my mission. It depends on my mission.
Y'all
This
gonna
is the thing we
start
always
this
say,
debate
mission
again.
dictates gear.
Yeah,
Yep.
something like that.
So
Yeah.
Misfit saying Maximus is really deep. He would go with the tall Esstac. You can fit 40 round PMags in those pretty easy. He also says red dot on EDC for me on my MR 920 and Hellcat, Hollison 507, C and 507K. I wouldn't go back. Being target focused is a huge advantage, but you have to train on it. You train into it.
This is why y'all are the best subscriber and viewers
Ever.
in all of YouTube.
Ever.
Because we're giving you 4 people opinions. If you want to know what everybody else thinks, not just idiot playing samurai swords in their backyard, look in the comments because you
Dude, we
will
are so-
find awesome gems.
We're so far behind comments.
Okay, let's go. Are we gonna do a
so-
speed round?
That's how
Harry
we do it.
says, I have RMR CC and my G43. I don't know. Do you like that, Harry? The RMR CC?
I've heard bad
Stay Fit
things
says,
about
I got my hockey mask on too. Didn't want to feel left out. Welcome
There
to
you
the
go.
family, dude.
I like it.
Welcome. Yes.
So Jason, so not Jason's gonna do some review. Jason, did you sort out the? Can we tell them what you're gonna do with the marker, or are we gonna save that?
Save that.
So-
Save it.
Okay,
Save it.
save
'Cause I
it.
don't want it. I don't know, and I want to be surprised.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you not know?
I don't know.
That's fine.
Too damn. It's been a
sorry.
busy couple weeks.
Doesn't matter how fast you draw. It's how
We already did
we
that
went
one.
over that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand an EDC flashlight. Like, do you guys not have a phone light?
Yeah, but this.
I love that slight awkward pause that was in there because that was just a. Never mind.
You not.
We're old.
Gen Z. That's not as tactical.
That is the correct answer.
Duh.
That's it.
That's the answer.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, you don't
That's
have
it.
you have a streamlight pen light,
Right?
Boom. Even in my my suit jacket that I wear at church, I have an O-Light O-Pen 2 that has a light on the top and it's a writing pen. So that literally happened at church. Like someone dropped something underneath the desk. I'm like, I got a flashlight. Pulled this O-Light pen out, like click. All right, let's look. And they were like, that's awesome. That's right.
I have this with me.
Misfit says a Thrim switchback is a great option if you don't have a weapon mounted light.
I don't know that one.
Thrim, they make some good lights. Thrim
I
does.
don't know them.
Trying to find the light on my phone is a giant pain in the.
You
Yep.
can't look cool. You can't look cool like this. Did you find your thing you're looking for? Imagine.
Okay, boomer.
And I would look really dumb because I tell the Googs to turn it on. I'm like, I won't say it, but hey Googs, please don't pop up.
But hey,
Turn
but
on
Gen Z
flashlight.
doesn't have pockets on his football pants, so he's trying to be more practical.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Okay, guys, I had to come in since I've been out for 2 weeks. Time for pain meds. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, 12 Bravo Tac, he had a back injury. He has I believe it's like a swollen L5 or a bulging
He said
disc in his
bulging,
back, bulging disc. So I hope you feel better, buddy.
and he left 10 minutes ago.
That's fine.
Oh.
It's fine.
I'm just
Look at all these people that care about him. Hope you
Yeah.
feel better soon.
Yeah, we
Take
love
care,
these
bro. Josh,
I got a bulging
Troy
disc
says-
too.
Oh, you said okay,
Really?
fair about the shooting first. Thank you
Yeah.
for not. And
Yeah.
we're not saying your opinion wrong. I just have a different one. So thank you for
Yeah.
being gentlemen.
So Harry's saying, I agree, Joe. There's something to be said for the bang throwing someone off.
Listen, I've never been shot. I can pretty much guarantee as much training as I have, as I could be like doing my cool draw and coming up, and as soon as someone's shooting at me, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yep, that's 100%.
Whoa.
Hold on. This
That
isn't
is
how it happened in
100%
John
true.
Wick.
I didn't train like this at all.
I tell you, though,
People watch too many westerns.
I don't know if these guys ever had it when we were doing our sim training. Did you guys ever get shot in the knuckles
Yep.
when you were drawing? Yeah, that hurt.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're drawing your. So we had this thing. We had to like this concrete column. We had to kind of like pie out. And I remember, bam, right in the knuckle. I'm like, son of a golly.
yeah.
That's why I taught you. Like you're thinking, okay, 3 feet away from the wall, right? But you're
Yep.
thinking you're facing 3 feet away from the wall. So then you stick your hands around the wall and you catch around. Yeah, I didn't want. I had a nice pair of the Oakley glove with the carbon fiber knuckles. You know, I didn't want to ruin those, so I'm wearing like little flight line gloves.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, dude, it hurt so bad.
Oh,
The next day, I wore the knuckle gloves.
Yep.
That was the exercise where you get behind cover, and the instructor is already aimed in at where you're going to pop out because it's
Yep.
part of the stupid exercise.
Yep.
And so they already know where you're coming from, and that's why they pop you in the hand when you stick it out there.
Yep, that hurt.
Dude, I wasn't the first one to go at the guy where you had to take cover behind the car. The first one to go, so I didn't have any reference. And I'm like, F this. I just laid down and I shot the plexiglass that he was standing behind. I just tore up his entire legs, dude. And they're like, you're good. And I'm like, yeah.
Next,
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's how you rock this.
Wolfspring has a comment kind of explaining
Oh,
what
this
happened.
is from California, yeah. So he says
Yeah.
the rifle shot through the wall into
Yeah.
the dressing rooms where the girl was hiding from the assailant.
That's super sad. That's
Dang.
super tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
Yeah.
You
Now,
can you
I'm
can
not-
try to be the best person in the world, but sometimes you end up being the bad guy, and that's
You
what's
can do it.
happening.
You can do everything right and still lose. That's
Yeah. That's
So
true.
I'm not making light of that situation at all. I'm put that disclaimer out here. But when I first saw the video, before I knew what was going on, this deputy has this old M16 style AR with the handle on it,
Oh,
and then he's
yeah.
got an ACOG bolted to the top of the handle. So at first I'm making fun of this gun because that's what I do.
What are you gonna do? Giraffe up, hold it in the center so you can see through your optic?
Yeah.
So I'm making fun, and then I hear what actually happened. I was like, dang. But yeah, if you look at the video, his gun's raunchy.
I'm not making fun of that situation either,
No.
but I am gonna say that Walsh would probably like that setup.
Yes.
He-
It was
he
like
likes-
3 inches off. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
he
3
likes
inches
his
high.
optics
No.
like
No,
4
okay.
inches off. So
Move on. Let's be appropriate. Move next
so he
time.
There you go.
could, he could
Tactical
put
Trash
he
Panda.
could put it underneath the armpit and
What's
still
up?
see through.
Tactical Trash Panda says, "How's it going, fellas? Welcome.
What's
welcome.
up, Panda?
What up?
So I love everything. Panda's been getting his channel up and running, so I've been super happy to see him getting some followers and getting everything moving.
Glad to see you. Zach would agree. Needed to account for environmental awareness. Yeah.
And that's something we all got to remember too. But remember, you can do everything wrong and still lose, or everything
Yeah.
right and still lose.
Gen Z
And
says the
that's-
biggest thing about a bad shoot is it is always people who have never been in a gunfight or a similar situation. They have no context to what that person was dealing with. 100%.
And like I always
That
see
is
those
so
videos,
true.
like somebody will draw, like it'll be a good Samaritan, and there'll be like a crazy situation, and they'll draw a pistol on somebody, and they'll keep the pistol drawn on them until the police arrive, right? Which is
Yeah.
an intelligent thing to do. And
Yeah.
they're always like, "Drop the gun. He's already down. Drop the
I don't
gun.
care.
He's not going anywhere." Like, well, he's only not going anywhere because you have a gun pointed at him.
So,
Yeah.
so I brought this up. One of the things that they taught us in school was if we were going to do a warrant, as soon as you make entry to the house, and even beforehand, you're letting people know, like, hey, I'm police, right? Police.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe, this one time, he was sitting in there, he was sitting on his hands, and they come into the room, and they're like, "Show me your hands!" And the whole time, they never said who they were. This is during a
I was the role player. I want the role player.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was a role player. So he's sitting there, sitting on his hands, and they come into the room. They have guns pointed, the sim guns pointed at him. They're like, "Show me your hands, show me your hands." And he was like, "Who are you?" Just screaming at them. "Who are you people?" And finally, they're like, "We're the police." And he was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, maybe you should have started with that.
Yeah. Yeah. But don't think I'm super cool because in training, I went real stressed. We were clearing a house. I find the bad guy. I'm giving him loud verbal command. We have 2 people, tactical L. I go into handcuff and I'm like, "Do not move or my partner will shoot me. Do you understand?" It was a bad day.
Also
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Probably
It was a
might
bad
happen.
day. I heard everybody outside the house giggling like
Zach Pett says, "I've heard of this DUST training. It's Defensive Urban Survival Tactics, I think is the acronym." So,
Wow.
if you guys don't follow Brandon Herrera on YouTube, you need to. Joe, especially Joe. If you've never heard of Brandon Herrera,
the
you gotta
lawyer,
follow him.
right?
No. He's like a
AK guy.
yeah. He's a big AK guy, but he's also
Oh
a
yeah,
gamer.
yeah.
Long
Yeah,
hair.
He's got the
Yeah,
hair.
he did those he does those Darwin Award videos.
Yep, exactly.
Yep, they're funny. They're
So
funny.
he just roasted this DUST guy, and the big thing was like, I don't know if you guys know Master Ken. He's always wearing like a red karate outfit. And he does this like, I forgot what he calls his kung fu. It's all fake and just a joke.
Oh
but
yeah, like
his
I'm
kung fu
gonna
is
kill
basically
you with the aura.
No, he does it. He knows it's a joke, but he
It's a
does this
joke,
whole
yeah.
kung fu where it's like the art of stomping people in the nuts.
Oh, okay.
And his name's Master Kenny. He's like super serious. He's like, and then after you take him down, you stomp him in the nuts, right? So he did a video with this DUST guy, and it is either like this DUST guy is the biggest troll in the industry, or he had no idea that he was being clowned, because Master Ken is like clearly a clown. He's just doing this to make fun of people. But that guy's going to get people hurt and killed.
You need to send us this video where he's making fun of him. Maybe we can share it.
Okay, I'll
We'll share
find
on
it.
YouTube.
It's
We'll share it on
fantastic.
YouTube. Yeah.
But you got to make sure that people don't get offended.
Yeah, we would hate to hurt feelings.
What?
Last time we showed a fake kung fu YouTube video, somebody got fired.
Angry Sarge says, "Hey, sorry.
I'm glad you made the joke.
Hey, sorry I
Nobody
haven't been
knows.
here. I'm talking to some dudes from SEAL Team 1 about a holster sponsorship for the SOCOM Sniper Comp. Hey, man.
Dang,
HCM holster.
congrats,
That's
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, just so you guys
Congrats.
know, Angry Sarge, if you guys didn't know this, he's with HCM Holsters. We're going to be showing off some cool holster stuff. We have so much stuff to show you guys. We always do. I really do dig their holsters. Me and Jason were kind of talking like, going from Safariland to HCM, which one I really preferred. And I was like, I'm telling you right now, the HCM is slimmer and it's cheaper. So it's just a different option, but I really recommend you look at them. If you want to get there's a discount code for that also. And strangely, it's TLDCO. So you don't have to remember a bunch of different ones.
Just try TLD, TLDCO, and TLD10. No
That's
matter
it.
what your website you're on, just try those 3 and maybe it'll work.
You probably say, well, it doesn't matter what site it is, you'll probably save some money.
Yeah.
I was on Victoria's Secret buying some stuff for my wife and it worked.
TLDCO, like what in the world?
Caleb says, Gen Z prepper, you can also try MeWe. A lot of groups there allow for selling of gun parts. Yeah, you can try it. There's a bunch of places. Stay Fit 116.
Yeah, tax.
Oh yeah, tax swap. Someone mentioned.
Stop selling guns.
Stay Fit says Wall Guns was ruined by 594. I used to frequent that forum. Hey man, it's got even worse after that 1639. He says we'll check it out. So it's Washington laws that were passed. 594 was an anti-gun law that was passed, and then 1639 was this law that was passed a couple years ago. Basically, it was the big thing about it was if you were to they classified like a Ruger 1022 as an assault rifle. Any semi-automatic rifle was now like a mandatory 10-day wait, an extra fee that you had to pay. It was just, it's been a pain. Let's see here. Kelly Conservative. On the other hand, I just bought a Holosun because it was an RMR footprint, so going standard can also help sell optics. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I tell you what, if RMR actually makes
it's gun manufacturing that also sell optics. They're the ones screwing it up for everyone.
Yeah.
Sick. Sorry.
At least they figured it out like a year or two later, and then they made their own disaster with it because the slides are all over the place.
And then Cody had to buy 3 red dots to make one work.
Yeah.
Zach says Spiritus sells you bits and pieces and nothing is ever in stock.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you,
we've gone through that.
Ferro's worse. I'm trying to put a Ferro plate carrier together for you guys. And just getting all the pieces without having to get 5 different shipments has been impossible. And I'm just like, I'll just wait. I'll just wait until everyone's bored.
We can all see the stress in your face.
Well, it's funny because here's Harry. Harry, it says Ferro Concepts is the same. The word concepts is in the name as it seems their products are only concepts based on their stocking of inventory.
There's one that's worse. And I want to make sure that everyone hears this. Shaw Concepts. I think Shaw Concepts makes some cool stuff, but there is no way you're going to get a hold of any of it because they'll make a plate carrier, you pre-order it, it takes them 8 months to make it, and then you're pre-ordering the next one before that one comes out. And it's like, wait a minute, like when do you ever actually put out products? So you're never going to get that stuff. Don't even bother.
You got Misfit says the ATN video had people losing their mind.
Yeah, they did.
100%.
It's funny.
Real quick though, that's something me and Jason want to talk about too. Nobody like with our why you don't see bad YouTube videos. Nobody cares if you have something good to say. Nobody cares. And if you have something bad to say, I could say something bad about this knife and not even know what it is, and what I could just say this is horrible, and someone will come in and say how mad they are that I didn't like this knife.
Yeah.
But in that video, if you put in the title like terrible knife, dangerous to people, it'll have 50,000 views. But if you put best gun ever made under $1,000, you'll have 1,000 views.
Yeah, you got
look at my Hellcat trigger video.
Oh my god, we
lost their mind.
We
launched the channel. We launched the channel because we were like, hey, this trigger may or may not be an issue, and people were like, how dare you? How dare you say it's a problem? Like Joe said in that video many times, like this is up to you. It's not up to us. Yep. It may be an issue to you. Like it's a safety issue.
Yeah, you just made your gun unsafe. Congratulations.
Wait, avoid your warranty.
Yeah.
Okay, Karen, calm down. Sorry, I went on a rant
And
there.
then Springfield changed the trigger.
Yeah.
Misfit says the RMR CC is dookie. I bought a Kayak Elite SC with one, and I'm trying to find a sucker to sell it to.
So if you're looking for an RMR CC, we know a guy with one for sale.
Yeah. I'm thinking in my mind, like, do I need an RMRCC?
Yeah, here you go. So Mike Harry's saying, I like the RMR CC, but it took a while to acquire the dot as the frame is so small.
Noted.
And I think that's the thing too with TridgeCon is like Walsh was saying, the TridgeCon RMR, the big one, it's a 12-year-old optic, and it looks like a 12-year-old optic. And so the RMR CC, they take this 12-year-old design, and all they do is they just shrink it. They don't really change anything about it.
No, I see
Really
RMR at like the 1970 truck of your choice. So think about the 1970 truck of your choice. They paved the way, and they're still bulletproof. Is it the most powerful truck? Is it what just happened?
A kid happened. I have 4 kids. I don't know if you know this.
Is it the most powerful truck? No. Will it haul enough weight? No. Will it survive a nuclear blast? Probably. That's the RMR.
Yeah.
So the RMR,
That's the RMR.
The RMR is the Hilux of red dots.
Golly.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Like you only one window rolled down and you have no AC, but that sucker will work no matter what.
He'll take a bomb hit or two.
Yes.
Yeah. My grandpa had this 1980 Ram pickup that was like this puke yellow color. He bought it new in like 1979. Still had it till about 2 years ago, and then in the middle of the night, someone had a hit and run, and so he came outside. His truck's destroyed, and he was like, "You know what? I haven't bought a new truck in like 43 years." So he goes to the bank and pulls like 50 grand out, and goes to the Ram dealership, and he's like, I'll take the red one. Like, here's 48 grand cash."
Dang. At least
So
he
good,
at least
Grandpa.
he got a better color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I see Doc Dole's in here. We haven't got to his comment yet.
Yeah, shush. Why do you have to ruin it?
We haven't gotten there.
Here you go. We got information to share with people.
Oh.
Angry Star says, HCM, just heads up, code is not working for the discount. So if you order anything but custom, we refund you the 20%. And if you get custom, we will ensure you get 20% off.
Nice.
Cool. So yeah.
Hey,
TLD.
average employed guy, your ears must have been buzzing, man. We were talking about you like 30 minutes ago.
I love all the he always adds some good comments to all of our posts.
Yeah.
No,
He was adding some JSTA pouch acronyms that I was laughing about.
You didn't like mine?
There.
No, I liked yours was good. I think I liked it. I hearted it.
Yeah. Here. So Harry's talking about. Imagine a 5.56 to the knuckles. Bye fingers, maybe hand. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Arms list. It might be another place you can sell a gun.
Yeah.
You can hip fire that while using the ACOG.
Oh my gosh, dude. Cody, you just sounded
into the AK
Cody.
game.
Anytime that mic moves, yeah, it's like a nuke just went off in my ears.
I like
So
that.
that's because I let my dogs in here and they're going nuts.
Holy cow!
I like that Ghille. I think the Ghille will be fun to try out. Dust is a one-way ticket to the morgue.
Yeah. So Dust again for those that are joining us. It's the Detroit Urban Survival Training.
Is that the guy with the weird badge and the radio on his shoulder
Yeah.
and the dumb stuff that
And
he
he's
says?
always wearing gloves, and he's got the little like Hitler mustache.
Yeah. I always
he's
thought
been teaching
that.
counterterrorism training for like 25 years. That's his claim to fame. So this like Brazilian jiu-jitsu instructor was like, "Hey, I will pay you $50,000 if you will one-on-one spar one of my female jiu-jitsu fighters."
I would be like, done.
Female. And I'll pay her 50 grand. And then Brandon Herrera was like, "I'll throw in 5,000 to the charity of your choice."
You wouldn't do it.
Like, if you're this counterterrorism super high-speed guy, like, you should take it.
Well, there was one video.
I will get my butt whooped for $50,000. I don't care.
There was one video with the guy. He was telling the other guy to hold the pistol, and he's gonna come at him. And the guy just he obviously wasn't trained at all, but he just takes one step backwards and he can't get him. He's like, you could see how nervous he was. Like, no, he's smart. You're like, hey, no.
Yeah.
Back up.
So there's some really funny videos out there of people making fun of that training where it's it's like him spinning around, like knocking the gun away. And so the guy's like, okay, I'm going to try this exact training. And like, as soon as he spins around, then the background changes and he's in heaven. And he's like, what? No, I was following the training.
See, I think he's in on it though. I think he's in on it because there was a couple of those that he cameos in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he shows up. He's like, "What are y'all doing here? You didn't do the training right." He's like, "Oh, that's not surprising."
Colleen Noir. He's a lawyer. I didn't know he was a lawyer.
Yeah, he
You
is.
didn't know that?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, I love that
that's
dude.
his main gig.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, I really like.
Not no more. He was. I don't think that main gig no more.
Well, maybe
Probably
not.
Nah,
Yeah.
and then he went a lawyer, and then he went a lawyer for the NRA, and then he went a spokesperson for the NRA, and then I think that's all I think. I don't know. I love that dude though.
Okay, so Misfit says the dust dude is insane. He thinks he's faster than a bullet. Now, there's some weird history I read. I think it was on Reddit about how he used to be a bouncer before he got on YouTube and did a bunch of weird stuff. Let me know in the comments if that's actually true.
No, I'm just saying. Well said with a without a plate carrier and with just what's it called? He ain't faster than a bullet.
Now
Chest rate.
there is Krav Maga,
What up,
and
buddy?
there are
What does it say?
techniques, but the stuff that dude's doing, I don't know.
It's not that.
If nothing else, we're definitely getting a beer, Dan. So let
Joe,
me know.
people, they don't know what here. So Dan Sheridan says, Joe, I'll be in your neck of the woods for the month of March if you want to go shooting.
Yeah, if we don't go shooting, at least we're getting a beer. But we're doing something, so let me know.
Cool.
Lucky.
There you go. Look at that. HM holstering their products, and our team make it possible. Seattle is turning Washington into California. 100% agree, buddy.
Welcome. Welcome. Colorado's in
West
the
Coast.
same boat with Denver.
Post Falls, Coeur d'Alene is very nice. Our holster maker's genius and our biz guy are nothing short of awesome. I'm lucky to have those guys and how we have each other's backs.
Heck yeah. I know, and they're just getting started too at HCM. So I think it's one of those things that they're going to really blow up. Like when I think of them in terms of holsters, I put them with Safariland. Like that's
I still need to get a holster from him because I'm rocking my 1441 gear and I love that holster.
I love them too. I do. I love them. But like I like the HCM how you can do the hood. So it just adds that level 2 that nobody else really does.
Yeah, I don't want a hood, but I do need to get a holster from him.
Yeah.
But in his defense, he did offer to send me a holster, but he wanted me to do a comparison with them and We the People holster, and that's like trying to compare like a Ferrari to a Honda Civic, I think. So that wasn't really fair. Angry Sarge, of course it does. But that wasn't really fair, Angry Sarge. But I will reach out to you and get a holster for something.
Yeah, we'll do something.
I don't know what yet.
Here you go. Misfit says that Hellcat video got me started. By the way, never had an issue with mine.
Well, even if you did, and you hated it, Springfield changed the trigger anyway. So
yeah.
Oh,
what's up,
Dr. Dole is here.
Finally, we're here.
So he's been gone for a little bit. I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks.
1911.
I've still been meaning to talk to Dr. Dole about our K19 setup.
Yeah. Matt B says 1911 Syndicate did a good video just a few days ago on the ramifications of negative reviews. It was a good eye opener to the behavior of some companies. Wait a minute, is this Matt B that's in England? He spells behavior like a British person.
He does. That U gives it away.
So, I just saw 1911 and I got excited, but then it wasn't about 1911.
They're kind of the one.
Back to plate carriers, boys.
1911 Syndicate was kind of the one that made me want to do that video about why you don't see negative reviews.
Yeah.
Because they highlighted a little bit about how they even said something negative and they were worried about what a big company, think of that, a pretty big channel was worried about what a company was going to say when they didn't like something. And we'll shed some light into it and kind of talk about it, why you do and don't do something. But if you don't see any videos for something, there's probably a reason for it.
Yeah. But everybody here, you guys support small channel. That's why you're here with us. Just keep doing that because small channel don't give a crap for the most part. Don't give a crap. Yeah, we don't care. We'll never be big. We don't care.
This thing sucks.
Yeah.
This thing sucks.
This sucks. Yeah. Everybody
Cody's
sucks.
being attacked by a bear.
It's only what I can afford. This is what I can afford.
Is your flashlight on?
I can afford.
No. It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like
the purple one on?
That purple flashlight?
On.
Is it on? Oh, okay.
I thought you were trying to call in Barney or something.
I think you can do SOS with it, can't you?
Yeah, you figured it out.
Yeah, I did one time. You just press it. Good, great.
What is that, Cody? You got a golden doodle?
Yeah, he's a golden doodle.
Yeah.
He's actually a
Yeah.
police dog. He's not ours.
Mm.
Quarantine Catholic says, I'm checking out HCM right now.
Quarantine
Love
Catholic,
it.
go for it, because you had a pretty good light and optic setup already. Like, you could complete that whole thing. Oh, that would be a crazy setup. Do a QLS. Ooh, yeah, that's great. Oh, Andrew. We haven't seen him in a while.
Good evening. Welcome. Raw Cookie Dough, what's up, dude?
Nice. Like your name.
Immortal EO Technique
I
says
love
that
Raw
guy's
Cookie Dough.
training is legitimate.
That's
All
Gotta be
cop
the dust guy.
jitsu. Yeah, this kind of pissed me off. So he said, Dust Guy said that if Chris Kyle had taken his training, that he would still be alive today. I think Dust is a joke, and he finally realized the hustle is up, and now he is playing it off as a joke. So
I don't
said
even know
that-
the dude, but somebody that went through everything that they're going through and then tried to help others, and you're gonna trash them. Like never mind. I'll fight that dude for free.
So he said
Let's do
that
this.
on Colin Moore's podcast or show.
Really?
Is when he said that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's
Angry
ridiculous.
Sarge. Do y'all
That's-
have
that's a quick way to-
Did Colin Noor like rip him for it, or
I don't know.
I didn't see
just
this
saw
show.
the clip of that.
because I'm about
That's
to
a
change
that's
my
a quick
opinion
way
on
to
him,
get
too.
the 2A community to not back you at all.
Like, it's funny and it's a joke, and then it's like, all right,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt B says he's Australian, but he lives in the U.S. Oh, thank goodness.
well.
Oh, the Australians.
That's why you're on a gun channel. 'Cause you're living in the U.S.
Walsh, you sound like you had
sorry.
an Austrian accent.
I don't know what I was doing.
I'm
there.
terrible with accents too. I got
It
you.
reminds me of that episode from Dumb and Dumber when he sees
Yeah.
the hot girl. And he's like, "Oh, I'm from Austria."
But-
Let's put another strip on the bar.
Sip on the bobby.
Got the shrimp on the bob.
And then he gets his head stuck in the window. He's like, oh, that's a classic.
So let's see here. We have some colors. If you want anything specific, custom is your best choice. Custom is level 2. Invoice 20% off and a free dump tray from HCM Holsters.
What?
I need a
What?
dump tray.
Mm,
I should bring
too.
it
Yes.
with me to SHOT Show. So I'd be like, Walsh, this is my dump tray. Don't touch it. Everything
Yeah.
on here
you
is
get
mine.
stuff on it.
And then carry it around in SHOT Show, just like a platter for people to put stuff on.
Like a giving, like the
Hey.
what's that in church?
Hey.
That when you,
We could just
Sure.
have our business cards. We could have our business cards on there. And we could just be.
No,
Yeah.
you
And our
need
business
free
cards
stuff
to
on
people.
that, dude. Be like, hey, Surefire, put a flashlight on here. What are you gonna put?
oh
Yeah.
hold on. I don't know what this comment is at the bottom, but it's amazing.
In light of
What is it?
continuous ongoing behaviors and failure to rectify, Modlite Systems has made the very difficult decision to cease business in its entirety with you guys. Thank you so much, Modlite. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
So
I
if you
didn't
guys
know-
don't,
I'm still
what was it?
confused
It was
about
on
this.
Brass Facts. I think it was Brass Facts page.
I don't know. I hope this is.
But that's
real.
actually
Is that really on this live
No,
chat?
I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
if
on
it's
those
real.
live tab, but that's not really Modlite. There's no way that's
Yeah, I don't
Modlite
know if it is.
because they
Yeah, but
have
what's
like
funny, it's
one
like,
follower
we're gonna
and like
cease-
no videos.
We're gonna cease business with you. Like, bro, you didn't start business with us.
Whoever
Like,
this is, if it's not really them, you're the best troll ever, dude.
Yeah, that's
And
that-
hats
that's-
off to you.
yeah.
Hats off to you.
Absolutely. Make him laugh.
Congratulations.
That's amazing.
I love it. I love it. And if it is you guys, sure,
Oh.
send me something and then you can cease business with us because we never got anything from you.
Yeah, let us
So-
trash something first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zach says Colin Noor gave him a platform so he could hang himself. The video is like an hour long. I gotta check that out.
Oh.
Then
Here
good.
you go. Yo, who's this Modlite troll?
Oh, it's so good.
I love it.
Oh, do you see? Come on, you got to go back to Harry Maloney's.
Yeah,
comment
he
on the
says, I always
flashlight.
get a kick out of Walsh's LGBT flashlight. The purple
Okay.
does
Now,
look
I'm gonna
good.
tell you, there's a story behind this, and I was like, guys, does somebody want this purple and blue flashlight? I'm trying to show it on plate carriers, but I don't want to show this thing. He's like, and they're all, every one of them, Walsh, every flashlight's black in the dark. I'm like, fine, fine. We're gonna show this stupid purple and blue,
Yeah.
manly
Every
ass
flashlight is
flashlight. I
black
don't
in the
care.
dark. I remember that. That's awesome. Check out Heavy Duty Country. Last vid he just uploaded. This shows why social workers don't work in real life situations.
Dude, heavy duty is no he holds nothing back.
I don't know him.
Just check him out. He doesn't hold anything back.
There you go. Average employed gun guy says, Misfit Army, I shoot AK a lot. I have a couple AK and a Ghille. It looks like an AK there in your picture too.
Yeah.
Misfit says, Wizard Dance Magic, Wizard Den Knees, Wizard Tech Girth.
I love how
The
Jason has
logo
to
is
read
wrong
every
for
single
Mod
time.
Light.
So Mod Light is legit. I mean,
That's
I know
not-
this
that's
one's not
legit.
legitimate,
Yeah.
but there is a company out there called Mod Light.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
there
make
is.
flashlights. Yeah, I trash them a lot.
Okay.
They probably make some of the best flashlights. Like
Mm.
their pistol lights are pretty good.
No, their
I know.
rifle
Best-
lights are pretty good. The pistol light's horrible.
Is it
There's a video
rechargeable?
that
Is
that
it
guy
$100? And can I run
No.
it over with my truck and it survive?
None of those
No,
things.
so there was a
Then no, I don't want it.
there was like a torture test video that maybe Walsh sent me, and the Mod Light was the only one that made it through the whole torture test.
Hey, they have a headlight.
It only kind of made it.
It only kind of made it.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Duff's keychain. Oh man, that's a lot.
Oh, here we
Wizard
go.
Truth Boogs, Wizard Dance Magic, Wizard Den Knees, Wizard +1 level, Wizard +1 level, Wizard +1 level, Wizard,
Oh my
Tacker.
goodness.
Average employed gun. I was looking at a Z-Pap. PSA seems cheap but not reliable. I feel an AK is a must own. I think it's so much of a must own that I have like 500 rounds for it in my garage, and I don't own one.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that story you're telling me, Jason, about your buddy who saw the deal on the magazines.
Yeah.
And he was, it's going.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw, I posted a deal for those Lancer. By the way, like I love Lancer magazines. I think they're my favorite. So it was the Lancer black magazines for $9.98, and I posted it on our TLD deals Telegram, and then I also posted on my Facebook. And a friend of mine he knows I'm a gun guy, but he was talking to me. He's like, "Hey, I saw that deal. Those are pretty good." And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'm thinking about buying some." Like, you should. They're my favorite mags. And he goes, "I don't own any guns though."
Those do look like good mags. That's a good deal on some mags. I should get that.
Yeah.
Can I disagree with all the AK comments? Am I allowed to do that or no?
Yeah, sure.
I gotta drink the Kool-Aid. I don't like
No.
AKs. I don't like them
Light-
at all.
Listen, if you do that, Mod Light may cease business with you.
Oh, dude. No, when A came for $200, I agree. I would have bought one, but they're not. They're more expensive than ARs in most situations. So I have an AR-47. I have an AR that shoots 7.62 by 39, and it's the cheapest gun that I probably built. I paid $20 for the barrel, and it shoots great and loves steel case rounds. But I have a 7.62 by 39, but I'm not paying $800 for an AK.
Harry says, I've seen a guy put a PB&J sandwich on the recoil spring, close the dust cover, and shot with no issues.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
agree.
kind of test.
I
That's
agree.
my-
And he shot a 5 MOA group at 5 yards.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Jacob says, so hot tent videos. So we talked about this a couple live chats ago. There was a company, White Duck Outdoors, I think was the name, and they reached out to us like, we want to partner with you guys. And I was like, okay, hey, I'm kind of the outdoor guy. I'd love to chat with you. And then they've ghosted me ever since then.
Pretty
So
cool.
So yeah,
Those
White
tents
Duck,
are
They watch-
stupid expensive.
yeah, so White
Probably
Duck
couldn't they watch some of our
very, very
negative
expensive.
reviews, dude?
would definitely show
They're
those off.
stupid expensive and super heavy. So
No, I bet you the turning point was that light company ceased doing business with us. And they were like, oh,
yeah,
these dudes must be bad news right there.
Oh, so
Oh,
okay,
that's
so this
not
is funny because I want to comment on this. Robert Doyle says, by the way, 30 round mags are pretty cheap right now. I recommend stopping up now while everything else is expensive. Now, I don't know what happened last year, but for some reason, Joe got on this kick of buying 8,000 mags when they were super. No, it wasn't last year. This was probably like 3 years ago.
Mhm.
Like when we first started, we
Mhm.
loaded up on mags. We were buying like, because they had a deal with like you get a Romeo and then 10 mags. And it was
PSA.
cheaper, yeah, but it was cheaper than just getting the Romeo. It worked out crazy. So we
Yeah.
kept buying these deals, getting the cheap optics, and just tons of PMags.
Yeah.
Joe, you got to have 200 PMags at this point.
No, but I definitely have over 40
You have a
or
lot.
50.
I need to order my
Something like
Lancer
that.
Mags.
When I was
smoke-
moving, I have one of these like Costco sized tubs
Yeah.
black tubs with a yellow lid. And I grabbed it, and I didn't have a good handle on it, and it dumped out, cracked open, and my mags went everywhere. They're still in the plastic. And one of the guys I never met before, it was like my first day meeting this guy who was helping me move in. He was like, "You better gather those up. You don't want to lose any of those."
Well, Cody, I go over to his house and I'm like, "Hey, do you have an extra PMags?" And he just opens a whole drawer. You couldn't stuff in any more.
Yes.
And they're all still in the packaging, all wrapped up. And I'm like,
Yes.
"Nah, bro, you're right. I'll just order some."
Can I show? I can show PMags on the channel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take y'all with me.
This
Let's
is pretty
see
cool.
if I can do it. I'm gonna lose my headset. It's plugged in with me.
Oh,
So that's
nice sound. While you're doing that, Battlefield pickups. Look at that.
this.
I love how he was like, I like how he's like, yeah, I probably have like more than 40, and then he shows us like 80.
I like the smoke Lancer mags because I like to be able to see the rounds, like the last few. I like to be able to do the count, not just like I.
What happened?
Zach says, I looked on the internet for hot tent videos. Let's just say you want the safe search on.
It's a legit thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Slowpoke. Have you ever heard of the Italian mud test?
I
don't
think we're
recognize
getting.
this name. I haven't seen this name before, so welcome.
Yeah. Well,
I wouldn't
please.
Google that.
Yeah.
Share.
Yeah.
If it's safe. Average says, I own a Shorty Zastava and a 100% recommend any Z-Pap.
Is Joe? Are you still able to talk now? Can we not hear you? I don't think we can hear Joe. Oh yeah, he broke something. No, yeah.
Oh.
He's gonna be back.
Got 10 Gen 3 PMags for $100. That's pretty good. So those Lancer mags, like I said, I love them. They were like $9.88 a piece from Botac. I don't think they're still there. But also Botac had, I don't think everyone on our team likes them, but they had, they had hex mags for like $6 a piece. And I like, for 5.56, I like hex mags.
Maybe for 5.56, okay. Joe, can we hear you now?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, there you go.
That was a mistake. I lost everything. But could you at least see? That's
for like 3 seconds we saw you were like, I have like 40, and then you show like 80. We're like, oh.
I don't know. I have 7 40-round mags. I like running those in the 7.62 pistol. That makes it look really ridiculous. It's taller than it is long.
Is your 7.62 AR chrome lined? An $800 AK gets you a chrome lined barrel.
Yeah, I don't know, but I can tell you that my 7.62 AR under $400. It's a Amazon, eBay handguard in a $20 barrel. I mean, what else do you need to know?
Yeah, it was a Bear Creek Arsenal barrel, right?
Yeah, and they gave me like a $20 discount. Yeah, it's basically
an AK that just has better mags and
mostly hand welded parts from BCA.
Yeah.
But it is side charging. Well, dual charging, but it's side charging. It's right-handed side charge like an AK.
I bet you could bust that charging handle right off knowing BCA. I bet you can just
dude, it's dumb because you can't put Loctite on it, right? Because you have to take that off to get the bolt out to clean it, right? But if you don't Loctite it, then after like 100 rounds, it falls off. So, yeah, it is basically an AK. You're right.
Yeah. Wolf says that GGG. So Gray Ghost Gear minimalistic video coming out soon, right? Yeah, Sunday.
So just so you guys know what we're doing. We split up some of the plate carrier videos because we didn't find it to be kind of fair. We're showing multiple different things at once. Where like the low vis carriers, like a low vis LA Police gear wouldn't really compare to Agilite K19 or an MEPC because they're completely different mission sets. So Jason's going to be doing some of the low vis, like a whole low vis series of plate carriers. We'll all continue on with the more minimalistic or load bearing.
Yeah, and we probably have enough, I think, for about 4 or 5 months. Not doing one a month, so we're pretty set for the next.
We're not like 4 months of both. Like you're gonna get a minimalistic, a full size. Like we have a ton of gear. It's crazy.
I'm wearing my LA Police gear one because this is still one of my favorite carriers.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Especially $75 ish.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Can't beat it.
That's my workout carrier. I tell you what, because that thing you can just trash it. Like you don't care. Like
So Misfit's saying he's got to figure out how to mount an optic on the 8K before he dives in.
don't you like put it on that thing and then it comes out or something? I don't know. I'm left-handed. I'll probably be super annoyed. And I'll put an offset just to piss Joe off.
It's a perfect last.
No, it
idea.
mounts on the side and then it comes over. It's
Yeah.
like a bracket.
Yeah, but Walsh would put it the wrong way, so he would have to do the kill shot and lay it sideways so optic straight up and down. And then it would be 4 inches off the gun.
Like this gun is the stupidest ever.
There you go. It says, check out the Ultimac rail. What a stupid name for a rail.
Old Timac. Maybe it's really cool though. Maybe it's really cool.
Don't take it out on Harry. He has a hard time with names.
Hey, and whoever likes AK, don't get your feeling hurt that I don't. You like
It's
AK
Harry.
and I don't.
Yeah.
You like Fords and I like Dodges. It's okay.
Well, tough part for the AR-47 for me was finding mags that were worth a ding.
Dang. Yeah.
I
How
can
you
go
spell
get you
dang?
one that I
It's on
have.
the gas tube. Mounted his aim point on the gas tube.
Mm.
Oh, totally safe. Put it into YouTube videos called Ravioli. I put Chef Boyardee in my machine gun annoli. I think I have seen that video.
I think I need to see this.
I'm waiting for a cheap scar after daddy. Dude, you missed out on the Botac sale. They were doing 10% off their clearance, and they had a Scar 17 on clearance.
Oh, now I want to share this. I talked to Jason a little about this, but I'm gonna tell you guys. Did you guys watch his Grand Thumb's freezing gun video?
Mm-mm.
I-
Not
okay.
yet. It keeps popping up on my feed.
You need to watch it because I've never had so much anxiety watching a video because he'd freeze the guns. He'd freeze them and he'd bring them up. You know, he'd send the bolt forward, come up, pull the trigger, click. And like, oh, well, let's clear this. Let's hope it doesn't fire. So I'm like, oh my God. So when he's like trying to clear it, and it's like almost every single one. Then he gets he had like a bolt action, like the M14. And he's like, here we go. And click. I was like, oh, hell no. So we had like all these guns, one after another, with all these crazy malfunctions. I was just watching it, just like, dude, don't do another one. Don't do another. Oh, I was getting so nervous.
Good thing he's a seer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to answer the question real quick, these are G product defense made in the USA.
Products?
Yeah, C products. Yeah, C product defense. Never had an issue with the. I only have 2 of them, but I've never had an issue with them. They're metal mags, but
yeah,
I like them.
Immortal EO Technique says dump pouch on your front or rear.
So think running. So when it's kind of like, listen, I'm no expert, but I think running, right? If you put it on your front, it's going to bang into you.
Yeah.
So I like to put it on. I'm left-handed, so it'd be the opposite. What would that be?
Right side?
Yeah. So 7 o'clock.
Support hand.
Yeah.
Support.
So so 7 o'clock behind, like a little bit past the midline of my waist, so that if I had a magazine and I was trying to retain it, I could put it in the dump pouch behind me, grab another mag, and then reload if I need.
Or you could just get your vest really tight and you just stuff them.
Just stick them
in
right
there.
here. Look.
Yep.
Oh, I win. Don't run a dump pouch unless you're at the range,
And kind of we didn't really.
or
talk
you're
about it,
gonna carry fruit roll-ups in there
but
for
kind
me.
of like the Jista pouch, you don't really need it. You could use the Jista pouch instead of a dump pouch, have way more functionality, and then just hey, we need to stow this. Like, here we go, stow. That's
Holy
going
cow.
nowhere.
So I put my snacks in my dump.
We have so many comments to get to, and we're at an hour and a half already.
Yeah, I've already. I
Yeah,
know.
Okay, so Optics Planet shipped same day. I can't believe it. If you pay attention to what if it says in stock and if it'll ship within 1 to 3 days.
They're good about it. Oh, I haven't had any issue, but I've only
Match for the
ordered like
win.
2 things.
I did not pay attention the other day. I will say that.
Yeah. Dr. Dole says typically stick with Gen 3 PMags since Marines and Army did a bunch of tests on them and approved them for duty cheap enough and more than good enough.
I'm
I
with
will
you.
say though, we
Same.
generally run Gen 2s.
Yeah, I don't care.
Gen
Gen 1, Gen 2,
most of the
Gen
ones
3.
you have are Gen 2s. But I know we don't really care. But I did find that some forged the billet uppers and lowers,
Billets.
if you get into
Yeah,
more
billets.
custom, they don't like the Gen 3s. The 2s, they run just as fine. The 3s, the only ones that get kind of finicky, which is weird.
We're not all rich, so we don't have that problem, Walsh.
Oh my god.
We're the pores.
So I must have missed. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's probably
Average employee gun guy says he's going to go live after this chat to show his AKs and optics mounting options. So the thing was, if you don't touch it, if you don't have hands on it, it seems like YouTube won't shut it down. Because Swamp Fox had an issue where they were doing a bunch of live videos for the very first day they got their video shut off because they were handling a weapon. But then the next day it was just them talking and they were pointing stuff out, and that seemed to be okay. But I think a better thing would just be just show pictures.
Yeah,
As a safer bet.
I know we're bad about this because I still have pictures from Misfits EDC when we're going to do everybody's EDCs, but send them to our Thin Line Defense code Gmail, and then we can load them up on our live chat for you.
Well, I think he's
Or
going
go to
do
the
his own
Discord.
live.
He's
He's
got
got
a home
YouTube channel.
He don't need you, homie. He don't need you.
You're getting awfully feisty, Joe. I was missing you at the beginning, and now I'm over it.
Or you can go to the Discord and throw some photos in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a custom build channel, and if you can't upload, let me know. I'm still trying to figure out Discord. YouTube will not let you. Yeah, there you go. I would love to see you guys do suppressor reviews or IR devices because most of us have multiple plate carriers. So Walsh and I were actually talking about that. I mean, IR devices are really hard just because the equipment that you would need to show their capabilities are well beyond the financial.
It's $4,000. $4,000 to
Yeah.
get started with a PVS 14 that I want to get. $4,000.
Suppressor, there was something that we were talking about doing, and again, I think the money that would go into this, one of the things that we talked about doing was doing a suppressor comparison, like 9mm suppressors, right? I have one. I have a buddy close by that has a 9mm suppressor. I have another buddy that has. I want to buy a second one, so we could do a 9mm comparison suppressor video, but then having a decibel meter to be able to tell you what the decibel range is, and there's just a lot of money that's going to go into those types of videos.
And sometimes it's about explaining what recoil. Like I hate explaining recoil. Like, oh, it's less recoil. It doesn't mean anything. Like how do you express that in terms that you can understand as a listener?
Yeah.
And it would be the same to be like, oh, it's less loud. Like what kind of dumb explanation is that? An actual correct decimal meter that can actually read those are super expensive. Probably more than those PVS 14s.
We're not talking about an app on your phone either.
No.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that
so
out there in case the flashlight comes up.
Yeah, it's not a no. It's just not right now.
Yeah. So Dr. Dole, any chance on doing an ATAC or comms video? Yes, 100%. I even have these really cool. I've been teasing these a bunch. These are these really cool mesh-tastic devices that I finally got to get put together. These build their own mesh network that can talk. So there'll be some comm videos. Honestly, though, I may need to get with you. I'll probably text you about the ATAC side just to see what people would really want to see. If you really get into ATAC or CivTAC, you could do a 2-hour-long video and not even break the surface of what that app can do. So you could either like gloss over everything and it'd be useless, or you talk about one or two things and how to actually use them. So yeah, I'll chat with you and we'll find a good way forward on how exactly and what exactly people want to see.
Walsh is your only hope. Last time Cody and I wanted to do anything with radio, I handed him a can and a string, and I'm like, "You know how to use this, right?" And he's like, "Yep, got you, bro." Like, all right.
Yeah, I still have this from.
Oh yeah, the bell thing.
I never turn it on.
So one of the things that's really cool on the comm side, my church is really big in self-reliance, and so we actually have a person in our congregation who's like a self-reliance specialist. And what she did, she actually got the local ham radio organization to come to our church, and it was like a $30 fee for whoever wanted it. And that paid for the radio, an extra antenna, and the lesson that they gave us over 2 Saturdays. And then what she did is she put together these little binders for each of the 20 of us, so that in the event of a natural disaster or some disaster, we have a map in this folder, and there's people that we go to church with that we can go to their houses and see if they need anything. And then using our ham radio, because we're all qualified now, we can radio it back to her, and then she could get it up to the local disaster management folks. So super smart that she organized all this for a small geographic area to do. Ham radio is a really awesome niche that we really haven't dived into very much at all.
So you're saying that I'm going to be on my own with my can and a string. That's what you're saying.
No, because
Yep.
and I'm gonna tell you, I
Can
really
you hear me?
think. Yeah, we can hear you. Yes.
Yep, can hear you.
I really do think these mesh networks are going to be taking over for ham radios. I'll be honest with you, because of what they can do
It's
and
really
how they
cool.
work. Like, I could sprinkle 20 of these in through the neighborhood, and then anyone could just be like, "Oh, I just connected it." Like some
But it's
smart
text
person.
only.
It is
right?
text only, but I think this technology is so brand new that I think that's going to change. But like some smart person is going to find a way to hide one of these in a rock that has a solar panel on it that's waterproof, and you could just set no one's going to question anything, and all of a sudden you have this hidden mesh network in your whole neighborhood and be like, hey, we're all out of everything. Like, no, you're not. Switch your stuff over to Bluetooth, tag into this. We can still text between each other. We have a full cellular network. And same with like Jason, we went camping and hey, there's no signal here. All right, we'll just run a couple of these. And Grim Hunter Tactical is actually working on getting a pouch specifically for these. And I've been talking to them, making one that fits exactly this. So you could throw it in. This one just barely doesn't work, but I'm modifying it. But then you could have something just like this where you throw it in a backpack or connect on your plate carrier or just on your pack. And then all of a sudden you have your own little portable mesh network that connects back into home base. So these are really going to be really cool.
So,
Hurts
all
my
right,
brain.
we're at an hour and 40 minutes.
probably
And there's
just gotta
still
call it,
tons
just
of
whatever
comments
this is.
to get through. So a lot of them I see people talking about suppressors. I would love to do a suppressor video. I'd have to talk with Walsh about how that would look. I have a suppressor video. I mean, I have a suppressor. I know Walsh has a couple coming. But it's just hard. Like it's almost like we'd have to front load and prepare and have 10 suppressors lined up. And so you're talking about the cost of the suppressor, the wait time to get them here. It's a lot to take in. So I could totally see it happening, but maybe not till next year.
We're trying. Thanks for the idea. We're trying.
And I will say, though, if you're going to put a suppressor on a gun, you can't just slap a suppressor on the front. You will have a horrible day. There are a bunch of different things in mitigation of gas, things like that that have to be played into, particularly as a left-hander. I don't want all that gas in my face. Most people would just be off to their other side, so it's not a big of a deal. I heard YHMs are good.
Yep.
And the E-forms. I want to pass this on to you. Anybody who thinks you're going to do an E-form in 90 days, go ahead and laugh at yourself in the mirror, because that's not going to happen. Talking to a bunch of people.
I will say that Iraq Veteran 8888 on the SBR side of when you were allowed to do SBRs, the E-forms for SBRs, they were getting them back in 45 days. Now, I don't think that's going to happen with suppressors. I think the backlog is much larger, but I think it's going to be less than 13 months.
Yeah, I heard like there's emails coming out from the NRA. They're basically like, hey, we're having trouble even accessing accounts. Like they can't even open the accounts to view the files. So they're like, it's going to be 90 days. Like, sure.
It's not the NRA.
Not in the NRA. You know what I'm saying? ATF, sorry.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Well, I think it's about time to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And before we do, I just want to say real quick, I'm very appreciative that we're actually at a point where we can't even get through all the comments. You guys are fantastic. We love the interaction that we have with you. We're so grateful for you being here and spending time with us, and we thoroughly enjoy it. And next week is our one year anniversary of doing live chats.
Hey, right before SHOT Show too. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's crazy.
But think about it. We have the same group of people that come every week, to the point to where we start recognizing your names, and
they're old
I'm not
names.
saying that we're big whatsoever, but we got a core group of people that come every week. We enjoy your questions. We enjoy interacting with you guys. We look forward to this every week.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we want to say thank you for all of, not just what you give to the channel, but what all of you guys give to the other viewers with your comments.
Absolutely.
We can't get to the comments, or we have our own opinions. You guys share your opinions and you get to the comments, you help each other out, and thank you for that. Like we have some of the best supporters. If we don't get any bigger than this, you won't hear me ever complain. We have some of the best supporters there are out there. So
yeah.
And I'm loving. I want to piggyback on what Joe's saying. I love the community that we're building. Like we go on the Discord. Like Joe, you haven't come into the Discord yet, but we go on the Discord and we're talking about video games, and then we start playing games. And I think you're realizing that all of us here we're just normal people too. We're nobody special. I think that's kind of what our selling point was at the beginning. Is we're just
You're not a kung
we're just
fu
four
master.
other morons with the rest of you, and I love the community that we have together, and it makes it so much more fun that we can actually talk and interact with you. And at any point, if you want to talk to us, it's pretty simple to do. If you have a question, talk to us on Instagram or email or Telegram. It's easy for us to get a hold of each other. Like, hey, can Joe tell me what he thinks about so-and-so? We'll just message him. Yep, Joe said that's stupid. We'll just send it straight to you.
But I want to go back. I'm a little above average, bro.
Oh,
A little above. Yeah, you said we're all average. I'm a little above. I have a katana, bro.
oh, that's the one rung. That's the one rung.
Yep.
So, and
Push
if you
me.
guys aren't on our Discord, I'm throwing the link up there right now. Come join us. We'd love to have you in there. We have tons of channels that are in there. You can show your custom builds. We have a general chat channel. We have a channel just specifically started today about comms. We have a blast over there. And then at the very bottom, there's all the games that we're playing, and we talk about those games, and we make fun of each other. And
What's that one I was playing today?
not for ready or not.
Ready or not? Yeah. So we can get some people and play Ready or Not together. That's a fun little SWAT game. It's pretty cool.
All right. With all that being said, be sure to come back next Thursday at 8:30 for our episode 52.
8:30 Central Time.
Come with us and celebrate a whole year with us. Looking forward to it.
We don't have anything good planned, so be work.
Yeah, it's just going to all be off the rails, so get ready. All right. Take care. We'll see you next week.
Later, everyone.
Adios.